I'm looking at these old Ford Motor Company 1920s, and it's showing downtown. It looks like New York City, and you can hear the old music, and the crowd looks like it does today. You know, the traffic jams. It's Ford Motor Company's old film footage from about 1920. And the crowd, I mean, as far as traffic goes, it's the same today as it was then. I mean, in 1920, it still looks like traffic like today. I mean, it was a 1920 I'm looking at, old film footage, and it's bumper to bumper traffic. It looks like a million people on the streets. I mean, compared then to today, it looks like about the same amount of people, same amount of cars. It was still packed back then. It was. Oh my God! It was a lot of people back then. It might have been 1920, but boy, the traffic jams. And it showed inside Ford Motor Company. But man, New York City was even packed back then. You know, there might be 11 million people living in New York City now. It looked like 11 million people back then. Wow. It's Detroit and New York. Of course it's Detroit. Detroit and New York City. And it looks like the crowd back then looks as many as it does today. There ain't a bit less. That gives you, I mean, there ain't a bit less. You think of 1920, you think there's going to be less cars and less traffic? It sure didn't look like it. I'm watching it here. It looks like the same amount of cars and traffic, or traffic and people, looks like the same amount as it does today. So don't let time fool you. And we're talking about what, 94 years, 1920. It hasn't changed a bit. There's still as many then as there is today. Now the old film footage went up to 1930. What I was watching around was 1920. Now they've upped it 10 years. And I'm watching this worker at Ford. Boy, they worked back then hard.